What's up guys, RJ here. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of tips on how to save time and be more efficient in farming crystal chunks every single day in Genshin Impact. So as you can see here on my screen, I got a couple of images. These are guides that were created by these fellows, Aegis D and Stiltskin. Kudos to them for making these guides a long time ago. I've been following these guides since almost day one of when the ability to talk to Wagner and Master Zhang to so that they could show you where some of the crystal chunk locations are every single day, because ever since version 1.1 of Genshin Impact you've been able to talk to these guys so that they could show you where crystal chunks are every single day. Now, what are crystal chunks? These are crystal chunks. Now, what do you need crystal chunks for? You need crystal chunks to craft mystic enhancement ores. What are mystic enhancement ores? So these are things that you need to upgrade your weapons. Why do you want to upgrade your weapons? They are one of the most guaranteed ways to make your character stronger in the game. FYI, you are able to craft 30 of them every single day. Just like here, you can craft only 30 of them, but you need 4 of each. As you can see here, right here, to make one mystic enhancement ore, you need 4 crystal chunks. So that means every single day you need 120 crystal chunks to craft 30 mystic enhancement ores. So let's get to it then. So don't mind this. This is just a screenshot of me a couple of months ago having a problem with having too many mystic enhancement ores. So let's get to the guides then. Now, so let's talk about Monstadt and Liyue. You can farm crystal chunks in Monstadt and Liyue, and nowadays Inazuma too, which I won't include in this video. I'll only be talking about Mondstadt and Liyue. You can farm again. If you read through this, there are 6 crystal locations. This is in Mondstadt, and in Liyue there are 10 crystal locations in Liyue. Alright, so it says right here, when you talk to Wagner, Wagner's the guy in Mondstadt you talk to, but you can only talk to him and get locations 2 hours after a reset. Now, what is reset? Reset is your daily server reset. Now, for me, I play on the North American server, but I am in Asia. I follow Hong Kong time, so my daily server reset is at 5 p.m. 2 hours after reset for me, that would be 7 p.m. So that means I could talk to Wagner and Master Zhang at 7 p.m. my time for the North American server. So once you talk to them, it doesn't automatically happen exactly at 2 hours. Sometimes, give or take, like 3 minutes maybe before you talk to them. Alright, choose this option for Wagner. Any tips on finding ore in Mondstadt? And for Liyue, choose this option for Master Zhang about Liyue's mining products. Right, basically follow the prompts, right? And after that, they're gonna open up the map and show you 3 locations for Mondstadt. Now, let's talk about Mondstadt first. Alright, so for Mondstadt, Wagner's going to show you only 3 of the 6 locations. So this is where saving time and being efficient comes in. Alright, so why do I want to save time? Alright, for me, I love this game so much, I really want to play it, but I work a full-time job. I work 10 to 12 hours every single day, and that means I don't have a lot of time to play this game. And as a lot of you guys already know, Genshin is not the type of game where you grind hours and hours in one go. Well, of course you can if you want to, but it's the type of game where you just play for 30 minutes to an hour every single day. And if you're like me, you don't have that much time every single day, but you still do want to keep up to date with the game. Because maybe you're like me, you love the game so much, right? So again, just follow this guide. Let's do Mondstadt first. Again, talk to Wagner so that he shows you 3 of the locations. Right, is Storm Tears Lair marked? If yes, then all your crystal chunk spots, the 6 ones in Mondstadt, will be here. So now, how do we save time? How do we be more efficient? So let's say, for example, if this, and this, those 3 spots are marked. So that means you already know where 3 of the 6 are. Of course, what you do is you want to check the other spots. Because, even though right here there are 8 spots in this image right here, only 6 of those spots will have crystal chunks. So you don't have to check 2 of them if you don't need to. So what you do, you check these three. Now what if you do find crystal chunks in these three spots already? That means you're done. You get the crystal chunks from here. You go to the three marked locations. And you don't need to go to these other two. You don't need to go to them because again, it says right here there are only 6 crystal locations in Mondstadt every day. Now, this doesn't account the crystal chunks that respawn every 3 days. I won't include that in this video, but to sum it up briefly, there are crystal chunks that respawn every day. There are also crystal chunks that respawn every 3 days. Now, just a brief introduction. Most of your crystal chunks actually come from the crystal chunks that respawn every 3 days. We won't talk about that too much in this video, but collecting your crystal chunks from the daily ones and the 3-day ones gets you more than enough so that you could craft your 30 Mystic Enhancement ores every single day. So if you farm them diligently, you will have more than enough. So let's go back here then. So let's say, for example, yeah, you've already farmed the 6 here. Of course, after that, you can then move on to Liyue, right? So let's go back here first. Now, is Storm Terror's lair marked? If no, then you check your ley lines. If your ley lines look like this, then these 3 spots are guaranteed to be 3 of your 6 crystal chunk spots in Mondstadt. So that means you'll only need to check 3 of these spots. Once you've collected crystal chunks from 3 of these spots and 3 here, you don't need to check the other spots anymore. You could just then move on to Liyue if you haven't farmed Liyue yet. Now, if your ley lines look like this, then this spot right here will be one of your 6 spots in Mondstadt. So after that, you just check for the other 5 spots here, and then that's it. You're pretty much done with Mondstadt. So again, the theme of this is once you've collected crystal chunks from 6 spots in Mondstadt, you don't need to check the other spots that are in this image right here. Alright, save time, be efficient, right? Now, that is the goal of this video, to be efficient and to save time. Now let's move over to Liyue. So in Liyue, again, there are 10 crystal chunk locations in Liyue. Master Zhang is only going to show you 5. Right, so just again, keep following this guide. Is Qingyun Peak marked? Yes. If yes, check your ley lines. If your ley lines look like this, then these 2 will be 2 of your guaranteed 10 spots in Liyue. All you gotta do is just check for the other 8 in these spots. If you've checked all of these spots and you're still missing 1, then your 10th spot will be here. Now, in this guide, it shows you this spot right here. You don't have to check this spot. This is one of the 3-day crystal chunk spots. This only respawns every 3 days. So you don't need to check this every single day if you want to save time. So, okay, let's go back over here. Is Qingyun Peak marked? If no, then you check your ley lines again. If your ley lines look like this, then you don't need to check Guyun Stone Forest. Now, sometimes it doesn't need to look exactly like this. Sometimes only one of them will be in one of those spots. Easy way to check if you're not sure is you just go to this teleporter right here, take a couple steps, check this spot. If there are no crystal chunks here, that means there are no crystal chunks in these 3 spots too. If there are crystal chunks here, then it's guaranteed that there will also be crystal chunks here. So that means these will be 4 of your 10 spots in Liyue already. Now you just move on to the other remaining spots, right? So that if you've already farmed these 4 spots, then that means you will only need to farm 6 more spots here. So once you've farmed all the 10 spots, then that's it. You're done. You don't need to check the other spots that are in this map anymore. Now sometimes you will have checked all of these, but you're still missing one. Sometimes it will be here. That 10th spot will be here. Right, and occasionally this will happen where even if Qingyun Peak is not marked as it says right here, then sometimes 2 of the 10 spots will be here even if Qingyun Peak is not marked. So again, goal of this video is to show you again these guides. Kudos to these guys for making this guide. I'll probably upload these images to Google Drive. I'll probably put a link down in the description or in a pinned comment so you guys can download these images and just keep them for yourself, just so you don't have to look at this video every single time you want to view them. So this is to save time and to be efficient. If you're like me, you don't have a lot of time to play this game, but you still want to keep up to date with the game. So you guys might be thinking like, how do you have so many crystal chunks and Mystic Enhancement ores? And I've been doing this for a very long time. I've actually stopped farming crystal chunks on my main account. I only farm it on my other account now. Now you might be thinking, maybe you haven't upgraded any weapons. Maybe that's why you have so many Mystic Enhancement ores. Well, let me tell you, I have upgraded a bunch of weapons to 90. So I've collected that much in my time playing this game. So anyway, if you guys liked the video, leave a like. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video on the 3-day crystal chunk farming and how to be efficient on it, or if you even want me to make a video of me actually running through the daily crystal chunk route, or maybe even the 3-day crystal chunk route, or let me know in the comments what other videos you guys would like to see. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.